In today's workplace, we hear a lot about the empowered employee. But what about the leader who's doing the empowering? How do they empower others? What is their reason behind this influential tool? What difference does it make to the bottom line? Hi, I'm Dr. Keller. Empowering is the 5th trait in our 7 Traits of Influence series. The first 4 traits I shared were confidence, commitment, courage, and passion. So tune in to hear some great ideas about each of those traits. Now back to empowering. Empowering others is a practice of sharing information, sharing rewards, and power with others so that they can take initiative and make decisions to solve problems and improve their lives. It is based on the idea that when you give people the resources, authority, the opportunity, and the chance to contribute, they will increase their competency and fulfillment. Empowering is basically helping others help themselves. And in doing so, they contribute their greatness to the organization. But one of the problems leaders run into is letting go. They tend to micromanage. Why? Because they've become used to being let down by people they've entrusted to follow through. Empowering people whom you lead can be scary. It can be uncertain and risky. It takes awareness to understand the benefits that results-oriented leaders gain when they empower people. But it also takes effort, study, and practice to make this happen effortlessly. The truly successful leader knows you can't give up on letting others take responsibility, discover their genius, or make mistakes. Permitting people to fail is one of the hardest pieces of empowering. It's letting people solve their problems. It's letting people struggle until they burst forth with a brilliant idea. And it's letting people come to the table willingly with their talents and skills. Effective leaders don't try to take over. Rather, they try to empower others to realize that they can do it. And how does the successful, effective, empowering leader do this? Well, here are 4 things effective leaders do to empower the people they lead. The first thing effective leaders do is they believe all people have worth. They realize people are capable of change and that they have personal strengths and abilities. Effective leaders have a positive regard for people. They value them. This is evident in their body language, their facial expressions, and their words. The goal is to visibly demonstrate each person's unique value. Now, the second thing effective leaders do to empower people is they trust that others will grow. They trust the intentions of people to do the right thing, make the right decision, and make choices that work. The very act of trusting is the leader's way of communicating that other people are capable, thereby enabling the person to believe this too. If leaders are too overprotective or let the person become dependent on them, then the message sent is, I don't really trust that you can do it. And the third thing effective leaders do to empower others is they show patience. The effective leader knows it takes time for people to change and grow, and that they must be patient with people they have expectations of. This means having tolerance for people to find solutions to the problems that they face or trying to solve at work. Now, this doesn't mean that you should wait forever for the person to grow while the customer or the project is kind of dwindling. There is a balance. But if the effective leader has hired the right people, then being patient will pay off. The fourth thing effective leaders do to empower others is exhibit a certain amount of humility. The leader must be humble enough to realize they don't know everything about the person they are empowering. There is always room to be open to new experiences and ideas. Humility is also important so the leader doesn't begin to think they are better than those they empower. A lack of humility may reinforce the person being empowered to feel inferior, and the effective leader knows this leads to dependency. You see, empowering others is a process that encourages people to gain control over their lives. When you empower people, you are helping them succeed and achieve on multiple levels. In short, empowering helps increase another person's spiritual, social, their mental, and their emotional strengths. When was the last time you empowered someone? What happened? How did you feel? What did you learn? Your answers to these questions can help you on your path to empowering others. Next, you need to find out exactly how empowering you really are. What are your natural tendencies? How comfortable are you empowering others? To find out the answers to these questions and learn more about your capacity to empower, go to the link on this page or in this video and take the Keller Influence Indicator, which is an assessment that gives you a benchmark from which to measure where you are on the empowering scale. And it will also measure 6 additional scales, including confidence, commitment, courage, passion, trustworthiness, and likability. Yes, you get a measurement on where you are on all 7 scales, along with a total K-factor score. Go there now to find out how influential you are and how well you empower others.